Hey, welcome back. We're the Three Musketeers.
Welcome back!
It's actually been forever since we've posted, a full-length video. But we wanted to make a video because recently the New York Times just came out with an article about Shen Yun. And after we saw it, we were really sad because it's just completely the opposite of our experience at Shen Yun. We just want to share a little bit of, our experience here, what life is like at Shen Yun for us.
Kind of what we've been trying to do on the channel to show people our lives, through these videos.
Shen Yun has been around for almost 20 years. And in the article, they found 25 people who used to work at Shen Yun who are unhappy. So in 20 years, you find 25 unhappy employees. That's a pretty good number, I think, Like, what other company do you not have people who are unhappy?
I think it's just actually like distortion of even though maybe something happened, but there is basically, it's like they said it in a really weird way, I guess. And then one thing is a weight loss thing. It's your profession. Dance is your profession, so like how you appear on the stage is very important. So it's like and then from my experience and plus hearing from other dancers in Korea that I know, the Shen Yun company, they don't really
Not that strict.
yeah, that's not that strict. Like, look at how we eat normally in Three Musketeers videos.
Okay, yeah. Basically, when we go on tour, our catering is amazing, and we have the best food when we're on tour. And then when we're on the bus, there's food on the bus. It's one seat is just full of snacks and food in case you're hungry on the bus. And then underneath in the luggage compartment, we have so much food there as well. You're surrounded by food. And then on our day off, you go and see how we eat. Okay, you see in Vancouver, we have the girls vlogging. They're cafe hopping, trying out all the different bakeries in town. And the thing is, dancing is not for everyone because it does take a lot of discipline. It takes a lot of hard work. And, you definitely have to stay fit and healthy if you want to be able to keep up with the amount of stamina that dancing takes. So even though we go out and we eat like crazy, we really need to also take care of ourselves. There's you have to keep that balance. And then another note, they mentioned that we don't get medical treatment, but that's actually pretty ridiculous. It's just a flat out lie because, we've grown from 1 to 8 companies over all these years, and if dancers get injured, which is very normal in the dance world, you're gonna sustain injuries in your career, and then you don't get treated, you're gonna have less and less dancers. You can't just force them on stage with injuries. Dancers need to be taken care of. And Sam Poo, he had a pretty severe injury before. So you can tell us about that.
Yeah. So I ruptured my Achilles a couple years back, and actually I made videos on the channel about it, so you guys might know about it. But basically what happened was I ruptured it while flipping, and then I had to take 6 to 7 months of rehab in Los Angeles. And throughout the whole process, actually, honestly, I feel like I wouldn't be dancing right now if it wasn't for Shen Yun, the company. So let me explain. So right after the rupture, they helped me find a surgeon. And not just any surgeon, they found one of the best surgeons in the country. He does surgery for Detroit Pistons. He does surgery for the basketball team. And actually in basketball, it's very common to have a Achilles rupture because they're jumping a lot. And so right off the bat, they made me feel very safe. And the second thing is, right after you get ruptured Achilles, you want to get it surgery as soon as possible. The longer you go without surgery, the harder it is to recover because literally your tendon snapped. So it's just gonna shrink afterwards unless you do surgery immediately. And actually they helped me find a flight ticket as soon as possible. I flew out and I got the surgery done in a day or two. Because you can't just get there and start doing surgery. You need to go through an MRI, you need to get an X-ray scan, and you need to get in line and stuff. But I got it done in 1 or 2 days, which is very, very fast for that kind of emergency. But I feel like the company just took care of me. That's it, to put it simply. I felt very looked after. Even after when I was recovering in Los Angeles, where I'm from, the company manager periodically sent me a text, how are you doing? How's your mental state? How's your physical state? And I feel like they gave me enough space and freedom to recover properly before coming back to dance. They weren't like, you need to come back now or you need to do anything. It was just take your time, recover fully, and then come back.
Just think about it logically. Why would Sam even come back if the company is depicted like it is in the article? There's no point to come back. You would just go do something else.
When I was rehabbing, I did consider to stop dancing, actually, to be honest, because Achilles rupture is infamous for being a career-ending injury because it's so integral to your jumps to have your Achilles 100%. But actually, I think what got me back is just the warmth and support that Shen Yun showed me throughout the process. It made me feel like welcomed and supported here. And also, just to be honest, like what Shen Yun is doing, reviving traditional Chinese culture, it's very important to me too. So that also gave me motivation to come back.
Yeah, and it's just pretty saddening for us because we're working so hard right now with rehearsals, and it's a very busy time of the year for us, and we're just working hard at our craft, on our discipline, and then this article comes out depicting Shen Yun like that, and it's kind of sad.
Man, in daily life, there must be like conflicts. No matter what, like where you live, there gonna be conflicts with each other. But it's important that how you face it and stuff. But I feel like I don't know. This place is one of the best places that I've ever been. So, like, I guess I just don't understand too. I mean,
why a lot of people want to be with Shen Yun is really the caring and supportive community that we have. And for example, like we have 8 different companies now, and then we're all learning a new dance. For example, in the previous years, we've had Monkey King many times. And then when there's gonna be 8 different Monkey Kings from 8 different companies. And then sometimes we all get together and then we share our experience with each other. Oh, this is how I do it. Oh, it's like, that's a really good idea. I should try that too. So you see that environment is very supportive. And it's the opposite of like a cutthroat community where you're like, oh, I found this way to do this technique and it's gonna be a lot better, so I'm gonna one-up someone else. We actually have that opposite where everyone is trying to help each other. And I think that's also one reason why Shen Yun has been so successful, because everyone really cares for each other. We care about our mission to revive traditional Chinese culture and share that with the world. So I guess that's all we really wanted to share. Just a little bit of our initial reactions to what happened. And we're still gonna keep it up. We're still gonna work hard and do rehearsals and do what we're doing, work on our craft. And in the meantime, maybe do some more Three Musketeers video. Are we gonna do that? Life has been really busy, and with Three Musketeers on top of everything, it's not just sitting down and filming, there's editing, and then there's releasing it, and there's thumbnails, and then trying to
come up with ideas.
Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of work involved with it, and we'd love to do some more videos if we ever, have the chance to. So we'll slowly start to come up with more videos, maybe.
No,
Hopefully.
we will.
We will? Okay. We'll try our best. Alright guys, so that's it for this time. We'll hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Like, comment, subscribe.